Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lori's Monday Morning Moments. Today, I want to talk to you about intuition. Now, we have 4 ways of connecting to our intuition. So most people know about the pineal gland or pineal gland in our head. And that is that internal knowing. You just have a knowing. You don't know where the knowing comes from, but you just know this is the right answer for you, or this is the right direction you need to do, or this is what you need to step away from. And that is in our head. And that pineal or pineal gland knowing is connected to our third eye, which is connected through the causal chakra out the side of our left side of our head, causal chakra that goes way up to our higher self and our higher guidance from the higher realms. So that's the knowing in our head. We also have an intuitive knowing in our heart. Dr. Armoire from Germany, and it feels like it was about 9-10 years ago I read about this. He discovered that the heart constantly is sending frequency pulses out into the universe seeking the future. Now, the Heart Math Institute has discovered in the last 5-6 years that the heart has electromagnetic field that constantly is pulsing outwards. It's constantly emitting. We're constantly sending out vibrations of our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, that sort of thing. And so the heart is constantly connecting to the future of the quantum field. So the heart knowing what happens with that one, sometimes we get tense in our chest, we get palpitations in our heart, maybe we start shallow breathing, and there's no reason why. Maybe you're just in the grocery store picking out carrots and this all of a sudden happens. And you're like, what's going on? And then maybe you finish, in the carrot section and you go around the corner and, oh, there's a creepy person that, you don't get along with, or that's just really negative and angry. And that was the heart giving you a knowing that something is coming. And it's usually within 1 to 2 minutes. It's not usually something that's like a large dread that lasts a long period of time, like hours or days or weeks. That's not the heart's knowing. The heart's knowing is within a 1 to 2 minute time frame. Then we have the gut instinct. It's also known as the lower dantian. And physicists about 6-7 years ago now discovered we have more sensory neurites in our guts, our intestinal tract and our guts and our stomach than we do in our skin. And think about that when you just take your finger and go over all the hair follicles. Each hair follicle has thousands of sensory neurites. So we have more sensory neurites in our guts than we do in our skin and our skeletal system, our bones combined. That's a lot of sensory neurites. So the gut instinct, it's the feeling part. It's you're in the middle of a discussion with about something, and maybe the discussion turns a little south. Maybe the person's really getting angry and upset and your stomach starts to contract. Or maybe you're just, you walk into a room and all of a sudden your stomach starts to contract and there's like a tightness right here. And so that is the sensory neurites picking up energy shifts around you. So when I have clients, I always ask them, where is your strongest sense of knowing? Is it in your head? Is it in your heart? That 1 to 2 minute projection, or is it in your guts that when you're in a situation of angst and then you get out of that energetic field of that angst and the gut just relaxes? That's the gut instinct. So which one do you use the most? I want you to start being aware of which intuitive center you use the most. And then the 4th way we can connect to the intuition is through sway testing. And it's a very easy process. And we use the vibration of sound out of our voice. And you're going to test yourself. And I want you to get up right now, stand up right now and do this with me. I want you to put, doesn't matter which hand on your heart, doesn't matter which hand on your tummy, right below your pecs, not in the abdomen. You want to be above your belly button. You want to bend your knees. So you're kind of looking like this. You're straightening your back, putting back your shoulders, bending your knees. And you want to kind of be in that sumo wrestler stance so that if somebody came and pushed your shoulder, you may wobble a little bit, but you're not going to fall backwards. So firm stance, bend the knees, Straighten the back, relax the shoulders, wiggle everything out, hand on heart, hand on tummy, and we're just going to test the yes and no's. So all you do is you close your eyes. It's important to keep your eyes closed. And you're going to take a breath in and you're going to hold your breath. It's important to hold your breath. Here we go. So while you're holding your breath, you're going to say, no, no, no. And see which way you go. Now, some people, if your meridians are flipped backwards, your no may be forwards, and that's okay. You are just testing which way is your yes answer, which way is your no answer before you start asking questions. So you know which way is your yes and your no. So now we're going to do the same thing for yes. So firm stance, bend your knees, relax everything, close your eyes, big breath in and hold it. Yes, yes, yes. And then exhale and relax all the muscles. Good. Now let's do it again. Big breath in. Let's check no again. No, no, no. It's important to exhale all the air and relax and soften all the muscles. Let's check yes again. Yes, yes, yes. Now you may even lean before you get to exhale and relax, and that's okay. So that's your yes and no. Now, if you want to ask a question, and you're looking for intuitive guidance, when you use the sound reverberation of your voice that comes out, you're putting it out into your auric field. And when you put it out into your auric field, your entire body, your chakras, your meridians, your energy layers, they all resonate with the frequency that you're putting out. And they either resonate towards that energy of that thought, vibration, emotion. You can do it with food, or you go backwards away from that. No, that's a terrible idea. So I want you to start testing easy things. So first, test your yes and no. Then I want you to ask, should I wear green socks today? So I know it's a silly one, but you need to practice silly little things that you already know the answer to. Maybe you don't even own a pair of green socks, that you already know the answer to, and test your yes and no's. So let's ask if we should wear green socks today. Should I wear green socks today? No, I don't actually own green socks. Okay, maybe we should ask, should I go grocery shopping today? So you do the same thing, relax, take a breath in. Should I go grocery shopping today? It's a no for me because my husband just went grocery shopping for us yesterday. So our fridge is full, so we're good. So I want you to test just simple yes and no's, whatever it is. Should I wear a red shirt today? Should I wear jeans today? Should I wear my hair up? Should I wear my hair down? If you're a guy, ask guy questions. Should I wear the brown belt? Should I wear the black belt? Should I wear the black shoes? Should I wear the brown shoes? Just start testing and start getting familiar with your yes and no's. And what's going to happen as you practice that more and more every day and you act on it. So if you get a forward, yes, wear green socks. Yes, wear the red shirt. Then put on the green socks and put on the red shirt. Because what's happening is all of this, all of our energy bodies, our intuitive centers, the reverberation, our auric field, everything is connected up to our higher self, our higher level of consciousness, and the higher awareness of intuitive guidance. So there's 4 ways to do it. We've got the pineal gland knowing, we've got the heart, that palpitation, that stress and anxiety, we've got the pain in our gut for the gut instinct, and then we've got the sway test back and forth for yes and no. And next video, I will show you how to test food and how to test crystals with this yes and no. So for the rest of this week, be aware which intuitive center do you use the most and start testing your yes and no's. It has to be yes and no questions, and they cannot be emotional questions. You can't ask if husband or wife is going to leave. You can't ask if someone is going to die anytime soon. You can't ask any emotionally charged questions, because what happens with that is you will either just go back and forth in a circle or you won't move at all. And that's because there's too much emotion flowing around in the body around that question for your body's energy centers to give you a clear yes or no. So I know through my own experience that sway testing works. And it doesn't matter if your yes is forwards or backwards and your no is forwards or backwards. It doesn't matter. You just test your yes and no first. Then you ask a question. So that's kind of the intuition overview. And next week we will explore testing different types of food, dry food and wet food, and we'll explore testing crystals to see if they will work specifically for you. Okay, so give that a try, pay attention to your intuition, and start testing your yes and no's so you're ready for next week. Okay, we'll see you soon. Have a great week, everybody. Bye now.